Hi, welcome to Draco's Go. Today we are going to learn more Chinese Go terms, mostly relating to places on the Go board and also some terms relating to opening. So I've prepared a PDF with the link in description below, and besides the English and Chinese terms, I've also included the Japanese words for some of the terms which have Japanese origins, such as joseki, fuseki, komoku, and more. So you also automatically learn some Japanese while we are learning Chinese. So download the PDF to follow along with the lesson. To say go board or goban in Chinese is qi pan. So pan means plate and qi is the qi from wei qi. So it's kind of like a chess plate. So qi pan can refer to chessboard, not just a wei qi board. But in Japanese, when we say goban, these two words, goban, it refers specifically to a go board. Opening is kaiji, fuseki is buji. So in Japanese, fuseki, you can see that the first word is the same as Chinese. So this letter U in Chinese, in this case, you can see that this is bu, but this is ji. It's not buju, it's buji. So sometimes it depends on which letters are in front of the U, and then it changes the sound of the U. So it's either U or Yu. So buji, kaiji, fuseki. Star point. In Japanese, this is hoshi, which means star. In Chinese, xing wei. So this xing also comes from xing xing, which means star, and wei is like place. So xing wei is like the star point. So you can see that the word for star is also the same in Japanese. It's written the same, though it's pronounced differently. Komoku, xiaomu. So in Japanese, this is komoku, but in Chinese it's xiaomu. So it's exactly the same the way it's written in Japanese and Chinese. It's also worth noting that this mu means points. So if we are counting, for example, we say 3 points, that will be san mu. So 3 is san, and that brings us to the next word, the 3, we refer to it as san san. So that's literally 3 in Chinese. So when somebody invades the san san in their opponent's star point, we call this dian san san. So you may have learned in previous videos that dian refers to the action of playing something like this, or for example, when white plays here to break the ice space, this action is also called dian. And in Japanese, it's also the same, san san, but when we see this symbol over here, it's used when the word is repeated. So it doesn't mean that every time you see this word in Japanese is pronounced as san. That's not the case. It's more of like when it's supposed to be like that, but they don't want to write the word a second time, so it's replaced with this symbol. For example, if we say hitobito, so it's actually like this, but because the second word is the same, they'll use this, so it's pronounced hitobito. The next word, takamoku. So this is gaomu. It's at the 5-4 point. Written the same in Japanese, takamoku. Moku hazushi. This is the 5-3 point. In Chinese, mu wai. You can see the similarities in the Japanese and Chinese word. So moku hazushi, mu wai. Wai means outside. So I guess in a way, it's like this move is on the outside of the xiao mu, so it becomes mu wai. Tian yuan, the center of the board. Tengen, tian yuan. In Japanese, tengen. To just refer to center in general, the center area, you can say zhongyang, zhongyang. So that refers to the center area. So it's also worth noting that in Japanese, this is pronounced as Chuo, and there's a city in Japan also called Chuo, probably around the center of Tokyo or something. And there's also a Japanese train line called the Chuo-sen or the Chuo line. So when we refer to the corner, we say jiao. So jiao, if written differently, it means leg. you'll see that in Chinese there are many words which sound the same, but depending on the context, the meaning is different and the way they are written can also be different. So this 角 is leg, this 角 means corner. So this is not just limited to the Go board. When we are talking about the corner in a room, we also use this word 角. So to expand on the word 角, if we want to say to take the corner or to occupy the corner, we can say 占角. 占 is like to occupy or take over. 占角. Protect the corner. 守角. 守 is like to protect. So 守角, protect the corner. And the 三连星, 三连星, that's the 3-star point formation. It's a very standard opening, especially in the past, it was quite popular. So 三连星. So this literally means like, so just now we learned that 三 is 3, right? And we learned that 星 is star. So 连, if you watch my previous videos, you may have learned that 连 is connect. So 三连星 is like 3 connected stars. So that's why the opening with the 3-star points is referred to as 三连星 or 三连星 in Japanese. So let's expand further on this. Here we have 3 words. 三星杯. So 杯 is a new word. 杯 means cup. And as we learned just now, this is 3 stars. So 三星杯 actually refers to a very big Go tournament. I'll give you a little bit of time to guess which one it may refer to. So 三星 is actually Samsung in Chinese. A Samsung cup is a 三星杯. So today you've learned 三, you've learned 星, 三连星, and 三星杯. So you can see how these words are reused. And once you learn one word, you can apply it to many situations. It's also worth noting that the Senko Cup, the ladies tournament, is called 善信杯. So it sounds quite similar, but if you pay attention to the accent and pronunciation, you can tell the difference. This is san, S-A-N, 三星杯. But for the Senko Cup, it's 善信杯 and 三星杯. Okay, now on to more terms. So when we say the side, like the side of the board, we say 边. So 边 means side. This is also often used in normal conversation. For example, if you want to say side, is sometimes we say 旁边. So kakari is 挂角. Kakari, 挂角. So we want to say low kakari, we use the same word, the 挂. 低挂. So 低 means low. 低. And now we can expand further. First, look at the second word. This is 段. So this is dan in Chinese, like 1 dan, 2 dan, 3 dan, the ranking. So if someone says 低段, they are referring to low dan. So maybe 1 to 2 dan will be considered 低段. So low kakari is 低挂, and a high kakari will be 高挂. So this same concept can be applied to the dan rankings as I was saying just now. 低段 is low dan, 高段 is high dan. So maybe 3-4 dan and above, you consider them 高段. So 高 means high and 低 means low. 挂 means to hang. So in this case, it's kind of like the stone is hanging off the other stone. Okay, this one is quite funny, the no worry corner. So nobody ever says this in English, but in Chinese, we have this thing called 无忧角. So 忧 refers to worry. So 无 means the lack of. So 无忧 will be no worry. And just now we learned 角 is the corner, right? So this is like a no worry corner. So now, when black plays here, we can call this action 守角 to protect the corner, and at the same time he is forming a 无忧角, the no worry corner, because this is believed to be like the safest corner compared to, let's say, if it's here or here, where there's some invasion possible. Though it's not entirely true that this is a corner that is totally free of worries. For example, if your opponent already has 2 stones here, I think we know that there's definitely something to worry about in the corner, something like this. You can't really play here if you want to kill white. For example, something like this, and you also can't really stop white from going back. So if black plays here, then white can honey on both sides and live inside, though of course white is also hurting the outside stone. So that was a 无忧角, but depending on the surroundings, it may not necessarily be free of worries. The last word, joseki. Joseki. So let's look again at the word fuseki in Japanese. Fuseki, joseki. So we know that this one is pronounced as seki in these cases. Joseki. In Chinese, we say 定式 or 定时. It doesn't matter which one you use, people will know what you are referring to. So you can see that 定时 is exactly the same, written exactly the same way as in Japanese. 定式, 定时. So if you want to ask about sequence, you want to say, is this joseki? 这是定式吗? 这是 is like this is. So 这是定式 means this is joseki. So if you reply 这是定式 or 这是定时, you are saying this is joseki. If you want to say this is not joseki, 这不是定式. 这是 is this is, 这不是 is this is not. 这不是定式, 这不是定时. Okay, let's go through quickly one more time in Chinese from the top. 棋盘, 开局, 布局, fuseki. Star point, 星位, komoku, 小目. 3-3, 三-三, 点三-高目, 目外, 天元, 中央, 角, 站角, 手角, 三连星, 边, 挂角, 低挂, 高挂, 无忧角, 定式 or 定时. I hope you learned something. Let me know what was your favorite Go term and see you in the next video.